out the Discord server if you guys want to talk with us more. It is a comment section, but constant. Many chats, many other things to talk about too, other than just this one topic. So you guys should check that out. And you guys should check out the Patreon if you guys want to support the channel. Get early access to our reaction and videos like these. So today, we are going to be explaining the penny thing, because like everyone I know is confused, or at least they were yesterday. Including us yesterday.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get it either right away. But now that we understand, I think that it would be beneficial to everyone if we make just a standalone video explaining it. Share the knowledge, right? Because we did try to explain it during our live stream, and I think that we did help some people, but like we still kind of like messed that up a little bit, and so
some
now,
stragglers out there.
exactly, and so now we're just like putting it in its own video so we can explain what happened with Penny, because I know that there are gonna be people that are like, this is a retcon, and they're gonna be like, you know what I mean? They're gonna be so like mad because they don't understand how it happened, and you cannot like the explanation, but the fact is that what RWBY did actually follows within the rules that were already established. And so you could not like that. Like, you could not like the fact that Penny now has like a human body or whatever. You could not like the result, but it fits in with the theory and the rules of the universe. And I feel like that's a very important distinction, right? Because a lot of people are going to be like, it didn't follow the rules. They broke their own rules. They didn't. You just don't like the outcome, and that's okay. But the rules make sense. And so let's talk about it. So we start at the beginning of this like scene or this situation, and Ambrosius is like, hey, like, you know, what do you want, right? And RWBY basically says,
hey, what do you
want? Like, he's Italian.
I didn't think that these genies would be Italians from the Bronx. I was really surprised.
Oh my God. And so he's just like, hey, what do you want? So RWBY says that she wants a copy of Penny, but only including the robot parts of Penny. And she specifies, like, an exact copy would include the virus and her soul still in it, so they can't do that, right? And so she wants a copy that is just the robot parts, right? Just the robot parts of Penny. And Ambrosius is like, okay, I guess, but like, what would be, you know what I mean? Like, if, okay, robot parts of Penny, but like, what's left over? And obviously, what is left over is Penny's soul. And you see that Ambrosius is trying to like trick RWBY into asking for Penny to now have a human body, because that's what RWBY wants. But RWBY doesn't answer him. She's just like, I don't know, like, you'll have to figure that out. Like, that's a you problem.
I believe the exact line is like, what's left over when you separate the soul from the body. I was confused. Initially, I thought, like, wait, so then is this some weird Kingdom Hearts stuff that, like, there's an empty soul and, like, a body just appears?
Just popped? No. Ambrosius was forced to make a body for a very specific reason. And so, again, to recap very quickly, right? RWBY asked for, like, a robot Penny without the Penny part. The Penny part gets separated. Yes, the soul, exactly. And so he's just like, okay, well, what do you want me to do with that? And RWBY's like, I don't want you to do anything with that. You'll have to figure that out. And the reason why RWBY says this is because she knows that Ambrosius is not allowed to destroy things, right?
He is the god, or the genie of creation.
Exactly.
The relic of creation.
And so the thing is that because he can't destroy, his act of creation cannot also be one of destruction, right? And so when he creates this new version of Penny, if he doesn't do anything with her soul, the soul would be destroyed and the soul would die. And so he had to make Penny a human body. And so this is where a lot of people, I think, got confused. Why is the human body not included in the request? It's not included in the request because RWBY didn't fucking ask. All RWBY asked for was a copy of Penny without her soul in just the robot parts.
Which
and she didn't verbalize, right? And so he's trying to trick her, and he's trying to be like, but what would be there? Like, what do you want? What would you like, right? He's trying to make it included in her wish, right? Imagine this as a wish. All RWBY wished for was, I wish for an exact copy of Penny, but without the soul. Just the robot parts. That's all that RWBY wished for. If RWBY wished for, I want an exact copy of Penny with the robot parts and a human Penny, that would have been included in the wish. And so basically what RWBY does is she exploits the loophole of Ambrosius not being able to to destroy anything. And so he is forced by Ruby's wish to do another separate act of creation in making Penny a body. And this is why when Penny's robot body disappears, right, what he actually created, right, disappears, when the portals are made, Penny does not disappear because Penny was not included. She was not part of the wish or the request. And so basically, Team RWBY used a loophole. That is the explanation. And so again, just to reiterate, we have, like, I wish for an exact copy of Penny, but only the robot parts. And I guess, again, it's not an exact copy if it doesn't include the soul. They explain that in the episode, but for our purposes, right? And so he's like, okay, what do you want me to do with the soul, though? And Ruby's like, I didn't ask for that. You're gonna have to, that's a you problem, sir. You're gonna have to figure that out. And he's just like, right? He's kind of mad about it. Like, he's kind of impressed by their intelligence, I think. But he's kind of like, like, you guys are making me do things, right? And so he's basically forced to make Penny the human container. Now that that's out of the way, I'm sure we all understand this. So it does fit in with the rules. It makes sense with how the relic works. Right, it's because RWBY specifically worded, like, the question in order to do this, in order to exploit this loophole.
Yes. Because the rules are that the next question, just like how with Jin you can only ask 3 questions every 100 years.
Yeah.
With Ambrosius, you can only have him do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
You can only, like, that one thing is what you specifically asked for. Because they did not specifically ask for Penny to have a human body and just knew that he would do it.
Yes.
Because it was his prerogative, ostensibly.
Yeah, he, like, had to, or else she would be destroyed, and he can't do that.
So that by the time they asked to build that big Rainbow Road portal to Vacuo, the robot body is destroyed because that was the specific request and not the Penny body. However, I have noticed a couple small things. Oh god. Yes.
Okay.
So that means that Penny would have a human body.
Yes.
Yes. Why does her bow and clothing exist?
Because
that's not her body. Maybe
because they couldn't make her naked.
I understand in the show they would never have her appear like in her birthday suit.
Like, if this was Madoka Magica or something, maybe. But this is RWBY, okay?
Right,
he was just being nice.
I'm assuming it's only because Ambrosius was a nice guy. Like, I'm not gonna, like, make this girl naked, and that would be embarrassing for her. But I also feel like that is a little bit. No, I don't want to be picky, right? It's kind of like that thing. I saw it on Twitter recently. There was a writer who wrote for Batman. People always ask me questions of, like, who pumps the Batmobile's tires? No one pumps the Batmobile's tires. It's a comic book. Stop being weird about it. It's the same thing with Penny. I know why they didn't do it in the show.
Yeah.
Maybe Ambrosius is just such a sweet guy. Because he is a sweet guy.
I have, like, a meta commentary to this.
Why?
So, in class, I'm taking this class about countercultural communications, okay? And we talked about marking and demarking ourselves, okay? Hunter is marked as a RWBY fan. Hunter's wearing a RWBY shirt. Hunter's also wearing, like, a trans flag pin and, like, the has-been or hell of a boss pins, right? And so clothing is, like, marking and demarking yourself. Yeah. It's presenting who you are. And so I wonder if,
you're dressed as the lead from The Sound of Music.
Yes. And so, like, when you wear certain clothes, you then connect yourself to certain parts of your identity. And so I wonder if, like, on a meta level, we could maybe argue, to answer your very picky question, that Penny's clothing is a part in a representation of her because, like, she picked those clothes for herself type of thing. Like, that speaks to, like, who she is, and so that was kind of included, like, in the whole thing. Or you could argue that her clothes weren't necessarily robot parts, right?
Okay.
Her bow was robotic, but her dress obviously wasn't, right? So when you make another, like, Penny and all that stuff, like, I don't know, like, the clothing is, like, we want another copy, like, but just with the robot parts. I guess, though, she is still wearing clothes.
She's still wearing clothes.
And the other one, so, but
there's
you know what I
just so many questions is what I'm saying.
They're really not. They just couldn't have her be naked.
I know they couldn't have her be.
But yeah, I would argue that, like, clothing is a part of Penny's identity,
Sure.
and so it just came along.
Sure.
Right?
Or-
in a show that's very focused on clothing and color and like that sort
Sure.
of presentation. Like
Sure.
I would argue that's my only explanation. That's all
But
I
it's
got.
also kind of weird because they don't give her shoes. Because
Well,
they
those
acknowledge
were
that
her
the
robot
shoes
parts, right?
were robot parts. But like her bow is robotic as well.
Maybe it was just geometrical. Maybe it wasn't robotic and we just didn't
I don't
notice,
know.
right?
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, it's a good question.
It's a good question.
But
And then there's all the other questions of like, are they gonna have to potty train her?
yeah, I've seen a
Is
lot of
she
that
gonna-
on Twitter.
You know, has she ever slept before?
Yeah, probably not. I'm excited
Is
for all
Penny
that
gonna have
stuff.
to like? Is Ruby and Yang gonna have to teach her how to like shave her legs? Are they gonna have to like? What if she gets cut for the first time and she freaks out because she's
Well,
bleeding?
she knows about, you know,
I know.
injuries. Like, she's
Imagine
not, like,
if you've
you know
never
what I mean?
sneezed in your
Oh,
entire
okay.
life and you sneeze
But
for
if
the
you
first
see
time.
other people sneeze,
I
though,
know, but
right?
it's different than like.
I guess.
I would freak out if I sneezed
But,
for the first
yeah,
time.
it's lots of people are saying that, but I'm kind of looking forward to that. Like the first time when Penny gets tired and she's like, "I'm having trouble opening up my eyes," is like,
It's
Blake,
gonna be
and Blake's
adorable.
like, "You're gonna have to sleep, sis," right? Like it's gonna be one of those. And so-
I feel like in the same way that like Red versus Blue does PSAs,
Yeah.
there could be like Penny PSAs,
Oh,
Penny
God.
service announcements of like, this is how you like,
You
I
know
don't
what
know.
would be really cute?
What?
So, kind of cute, I guess. It depends on your perspective. So, Miraculous Ladybug did this thing, and they did like, oh, like, here's how to wash your hands. Here's how to wear a mask. And they did it with the
Oh.
Miraculous Ladybug characters. They did it, like, in a French, like, PSA and stuff.
Oh,
And so,
cute.
imagine if you have, like, Penny, like, here's how you brush your teeth. Like, here's how you handle your first period, like, for kids and, like,
I'm
preteens
glad you
and
brought
stuff.
up the
You
period
know
because
what
I
mean?
thought that
You've been
wasn't
thinking
allowed.
about it.
I was also like, are they
Well,
gonna
you
have
know,
to
that's-
explain?
It's nothing gross or like
It's not
sexual or
gross,
anything.
but
Like
it's-
periods are normal. You know what I'm
Eventually,
saying?
Yang and like Ruby are gonna have to be like, well, you see, every month
Yeah, and so like
you're a woman now.
that would kind of be like a cute little like Rooster Teeth like
Yeah.
series. You
I
know?
think that would be adorable
So,
if they
like-
brought back the chibi style and they
Yeah.
explained like this is how you wear glasses, this is how you comb your hair. I would be
Yeah.
so for that.
That'd be so cute,
Mhm.
especially because like yes, Ruby as a demographic, like yes, the show has like grown up. You know what I mean? The show has grown up, but at the same time, like there's still
There's
kids
young
around.
people,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And like maybe I need a PSA on how to brush my teeth. Okay, like you don't know. Like maybe Penny can teach me something about my teeth.
A
that I
penny
don't-
service announcement
all-
telling you how to. I feel like
think
she's
that
a
would be
robot
cute.
too, so like she could explain to you how
Protector
to like,
of mantle, protector of teeth, protect your gums.
remember to brush your tongue.
Exactly.
And also, this is how you change an oil on a car. I think that like a series where Penny just explains things.
That's so cute.
Also, like I feel like,
Rooster Teeth, hire us.
yeah,
This
like this
is
could
great.
be a
This
good
is like
thing.
gold.
It kind of reminds me of when the first Deadpool thing came out, and for like like a Cancer Awareness Month, they had Deadpool explain to you how to check your testicles for lymph nodes.
Yes,
For
exactly.
What if it could be? This would be weird, but Penny's like, if you find a lump.
Oh God.
I'm just saying, like, Penny could teach us, like, the kids can learn everything they need to know in life from Penny.
Anyways. Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, that is basically it from us, guys. This is our explanation about Penny. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We tried to make it a little, like, you know, a bit more lighthearted
Jazzy.
and serious than, like, this is the serious explanation. You know what I mean? And so I hope that this at least helped some people, cleared up the confusion. Hopefully, like, you know, call me Rooster Teeth, okay? My Twitter DMs are open. We will, we'll be the creators. You guys do
Yeah.
all the work, okay? Anyway, we will see you guys in the next one.
That's a sweet deal. Give us the money, you do the labor.